Welcome to the series of Bhagavad Gita chapters. Chapter 9 of the Bhagavad Gita, titled Vidya Raja Guhya Yoga, or the Yoga of Royal Knowledge and Royal Secret, delves into the profound and esoteric aspects of spiritual wisdom. It is a discourse where Krishna imparts the most confidential knowledge to Arjuna, emphasizing its supreme value and transformative power. The chapter begins with Krishna highlighting the rarity and sanctity of this knowledge, which is considered the king of sciences and the deepest of secrets. It offers insights into the ultimate reality, promising direct experience and liberation for those who understand and apply it. Krishna elucidates the nature of the Supreme Being and the universe's creation and dissolution cycle. He explains that although he is unmanifested and beyond human perception, he pervades and sustains the entire cosmos. Everything rests in him, yet he remains detached and unaffected by the cosmic play. This paradox underscores the transcendental and immanent nature of the divine. Krishna emphasizes the importance of recognizing this divine presence in all aspects of life, urging Arjuna to see beyond the material manifestations to the underlying spiritual reality. The chapter addresses the nature of devotion and the different paths people take to reach the divine. Krishna categorizes devotees based on their motivations: those seeking material gains, those seeking knowledge, those seeking liberation, and those who worship out of pure love and devotion. He declares that all paths ultimately lead to him, but the path of pure devotion is the highest and most direct. This path of Bhakti, characterized by unwavering love and surrender to God, is accessible to everyone irrespective of caste, creed, or social status. Krishna also speaks about the efficacy of worship and the benefits of different kinds of devotional acts. He assures Arjuna that even the simplest offerings, like a leaf, a flower, or a fruit, when offered with genuine devotion, are accepted by him. This emphasizes that it is not the material value of the offering, but the sincerity and purity of the heart that matters in divine worship. Such acts of devotion purify the mind and align the devotee with the divine will, leading to spiritual growth and ultimate liberation. The latter part of the chapter highlights the eternal promise of divine grace. Krishna reassures Arjuna that those who take refuge in him, abandoning all other concerns, are freed from the bondage of karma and the cycle of birth and death. This promise of divine protection and liberation is a central theme, offering hope and solace to devotees. Krishna's assurance that he swiftly delivers those who constantly engage in his worship and remember him with love reinforces the importance of a devoted and focused spiritual practice. Chapter 9, verse 1, Krishna tells Arjuna that he will now impart the most confidential and profound knowledge, which is the king of all sciences and the deepest of secrets. This supreme wisdom, according to Krishna, is the highest knowledge, providing direct experience of the ultimate truth. It is simple to understand and follow, yet extraordinarily powerful and transformative, leading to liberation and eternal peace for those who embrace it with faith and devotion. Chapter 9, verse 2, Krishna continues by explaining that the knowledge he is about to impart is the king of all sciences and the most secret of all secrets. He describes it as pure, transcendental, and the perfection of Dharma, righteousness. This knowledge is eternal, easy to perform, and brings immediate and direct perception of the self by realization. Krishna emphasizes that this knowledge will lead to liberation and supreme bliss, as it is everlasting and brings profound spiritual benefits. Chapter 9, verse 3, Krishna emphasizes that those who lack faith in this supreme knowledge and wisdom will not attain him and will be bound to the cycle of birth and death. He explains that individuals who are full of doubt and lack devotion are deprived of true spiritual understanding and will continue to live in ignorance, thereby missing the ultimate goal of life. Consequently, they are condemned to a path of continuous suffering and rebirth in the material world. Chapter 9, verse 4, Krishna reveals that all beings and the entire universe are pervaded by him in an unmanifest form. Although he is present everywhere and supports all existence, he is not confined or limited by the physical world. Krishna's divine nature remains beyond the material realm, indicating his transcendental and omnipresent qualities. This verse underscores the concept of God being immanent in creation, while also transcending it, highlighting the unity of all existence within the divine. Chapter 9, verse 5. Krishna explains that despite pervading the entire universe, he remains independent and unattached to its activities. The world operates within him, yet he is not constrained by it. This verse emphasizes Krishna's transcendental nature, where he sustains and encompasses all of creation, but is not affected by the cosmic actions and changes. It highlights the divine paradox of being both immanent within the universe and simultaneously existing beyond it. Chapter 9, verse 6. Krishna draws a parallel between his relationship with the universe and the wind's relationship with space. Just as the mighty wind moves everywhere within space but is not confined by it, Krishna pervades and sustains all creation while remaining independent and unbound. This analogy highlights Krishna's omnipresence and transcendence, emphasizing that he is the ultimate essence that upholds everything in the universe without being constrained by it. Chapter 9, verse 7. Krishna explains the cyclical nature of creation and dissolution. At the end of each cosmic cycle, kalpa, all beings merge back into his primordial nature, prakriti, and at the beginning of the next cycle, he manifests them again. This verse underscores the eternal process of creation, preservation, and dissolution, highlighting Krishna's role as the ultimate source and sustainer of all existence, governing the cosmic cycles with divine will and order. Chapter 9, verse 8. Krishna explains that through his own divine energy, he repeatedly creates all beings and worlds at the beginning of each cycle, yuga, and dissolves them at the end. This process is carried out automatically by his divine will, emphasizing his role as the eternal creator and destroyer of the universe. This verse highlights the cyclic nature of the universe and Krishna's continuous involvement in the cosmic order and maintenance. Chapter 9, verse 9, emphasizes the profound relationship between devotion and understanding. Krishna states that those who are devoted to him with unwavering faith and love ultimately understand and attain him completely. This verse highlights the transformative power of devotion, suggesting that true knowledge and realization of the divine are accessible through sincere and steadfast devotion. Krishna encourages a path of devotion as a means to attain spiritual insight and union with the divine essence that transcends mere intellectual understanding. Chapter 9, verse 10, emphasizes the universal principle of divine compassion. Krishna explains that he nurtures and sustains all beings, regardless of their nature or actions. He compares his relationship with all creatures to that of a compassionate father who cares for his children equally. This verse underscores Krishna's impartial love and support for all beings, highlighting his role as the compassionate sustainer of the universe. It encourages devotees to recognize and appreciate the unconditional grace and care extended by the divine towards every living being. Chapter 9, verse 11, elaborates on the fundamental principle of divine grace and reciprocation. Krishna explains that he grants different kinds of boons to people based on their faith and devotion. Whether one seeks material wealth, spiritual knowledge, or liberation, Krishna fulfills those desires according to the sincerity and depth of their devotion. This verse underscores the responsive nature of divine grace, highlighting Krishna's readiness to reciprocate with those who approach him with genuine reverence and faith, offering spiritual and material blessings accordingly. Chapter 9, verse 12, elucidates the profound reciprocity between devotion and divine protection. Krishna affirms that those who constantly worship him with unwavering love and dedication are enveloped by his divine grace and protection. He assures that he personally ensures their well-being and safeguards them from all adversities. This verse underscores the intimate relationship between the devotee and the divine, emphasizing the divine's commitment to sheltering and supporting those who wholeheartedly surrender to him with pure devotion. Chapter 9, verse 13, Krishna reveals that he is the impartial and benevolent father of all living beings. He emphasizes that his divine love and compassion extend equally to everyone, regardless of their social status or spiritual stature. This verse underscores Krishna's universal care and affection for all beings, highlighting his role as the nurturing and protective force that sustains the entire creation with boundless love and compassion. Chapter 9, verse 14 reflects on Krishna's teachings about the nature of devotion and the relationship between the divine and the devotee. Here, Krishna explains that those who approach him with sincere devotion and offer their actions as a loving service, Bhakti, experience a deep spiritual connection. He promises to personally guide and support them, enlightening their path and providing the necessary wisdom and resources to progress spiritually. This verse underscores the transformative power of devotion and the intimate bond between the devotee and the divine, leading to spiritual fulfillment and enlightenment. Chapter 9, verse 15 emphasizes that Krishna, as the Supreme Lord, impartially oversees all beings and their activities in the material world. Despite this oversight, he remains detached from their actions. This verse underscores the concept of divine impartiality and sovereignty, highlighting Krishna's role as the ultimate controller and supporter of all existence, yet unaffected by the actions and outcomes of worldly affairs. It teaches the importance of recognizing Krishna's omnipresence and omnipotence, guiding devotees to surrender to his divine will with trust and devotion. Chapter 9, verse 16 emphasizes the inclusive nature of divine love and compassion. Lord Krishna explains that he embraces all beings impartially, whether they are righteous devotees or sinners. This verse underscores the universal and unconditional love of the divine, highlighting that those who take refuge in him with sincere devotion and faith are protected and supported. It emphasizes that divine grace transcends all distinctions and welcomes everyone who seeks spiritual refuge, regardless of their past actions or current circumstances. Chapter 9, verse 17 underscores the importance of understanding the divine essence within all beings. Lord Krishna explains that those who recognize the universal presence of the divine in every living being and in every aspect of creation attain spiritual wisdom. This verse highlights the interconnectedness of all life and the significance of perceiving the divine unity underlying diversity. It encourages cultivating a broad perspective that transcends individual identities and divisions, fostering spiritual growth and realization of the ultimate truth. Chapter 9, verse 18 emphasizes the role of the divine in creation and sustenance. Lord Krishna explains that he is the creator, sustainer, and ultimate cause of all existence. This verse underscores the omnipotence and omnipresence of the divine, highlighting that everything manifests from him and exists within him. It encourages recognizing the divine presence in all aspects of life and surrendering to his will with devotion and reverence, thereby deepening one's spiritual connection and understanding of the cosmic order. Chapter 9, verse 19 emphasizes the principle of devotion and dedication in spiritual practice. Lord Krishna explains that those who worship him with unwavering faith and offer pure-hearted devotion receive his divine blessings. This verse underscores the importance of sincere devotion in cultivating a meaningful relationship with the divine, highlighting that such devotion leads to spiritual growth, inner peace, and ultimate liberation. It encourages individuals to approach spiritual practices with dedication and love, recognizing the transformative power of genuine devotion in attaining divine grace and spiritual fulfillment. Chapter 9, verse 20 elucidates the divine promise of protection and support for those who dedicate themselves to righteous actions and surrender to the Supreme. Lord Krishna assures that he preserves and cares for those who worship him with devotion, providing them with spiritual guidance and blessings. This verse underscores the reciprocal relationship between devotion and divine grace, highlighting that sincere commitment to righteousness and surrender leads to divine protection and spiritual advancement. It encourages steadfast faith and devotion as pathways to experiencing the divine presence and receiving divine support in life's journey towards spiritual realization and liberation. Chapter 9, verse 21 emphasizes the universal accessibility of divine grace. Lord Krishna assures that those who sincerely worship him with devotion, offering love and dedication, regardless of their social status or background, attain spiritual elevation and divine union. This verse underscores the inclusivity of spiritual devotion, highlighting that genuine sincerity and devotion transcend societal distinctions and lead to spiritual growth and liberation. It encourages individuals to approach devotion with humility and earnestness, recognizing that divine grace is available to all who seek it with a pure heart. Chapter 9, verse 22, emphasizes the transformative power of devotion and surrender to the divine. Lord Krishna explains that those who worship him with unwavering faith and offer everything to him, whether joy or sorrow, gain spiritual liberation. This verse underscores the importance of complete surrender and devotion in spiritual practice, highlighting that true liberation comes from letting go of attachments and dedicating oneself wholeheartedly to the divine. It encourages individuals to cultivate deep faith and surrender in their spiritual journey, recognizing it as a path to ultimate freedom and union with the divine. Chapter 9, verse 23, highlights the omnipresence and all-encompassing nature of the divine. Lord Krishna explains that he resides within all beings and directs the actions of all creatures, yet remains unaffected by their activities. This verse underscores the transcendental and immanent aspects of the divine, emphasizing that while the Supreme governs and sustains the universe, it is beyond the limitations of worldly interactions. It encourages a deeper recognition of the divine presence in all aspects of life, fostering reverence and understanding of the cosmic order. Chapter 9, verse 24, elucidates the principle of devotion and its transformative impact on spiritual growth. Lord Krishna explains that those who understand his divine essence as the ultimate goal of all spiritual endeavors and engage in loving devotion with steadfast faith are embraced and guided by him towards liberation. This verse underscores the importance of sincere devotion and recognition of the divine presence in achieving spiritual fulfillment and ultimate union with the Supreme. It encourages individuals to cultivate deep reverence and dedication in their spiritual practices, leading to profound spiritual realization and liberation. Chapter 9, verse 25 highlights the inclusivity of divine compassion and acceptance. Lord Krishna explains that he lovingly welcomes all beings who sincerely seek refuge and liberation through various paths of devotion. This verse underscores the universal accessibility of divine grace, emphasizing that regardless of one's background or approach, genuine devotion and surrender lead to spiritual elevation and union with the Supreme. It encourages individuals to embrace diverse paths of spiritual practice with sincerity and devotion, recognizing the overarching compassion of the divine towards all seekers. Chapter 9, verse 26, emphasizes the power of devotion and surrender in spiritual practice. Lord Krishna explains that those who offer him devotion with love, dedicate their actions to him, and worship him with unwavering faith are deeply cherished by him. This verse underscores the reciprocal nature of devotion, highlighting that sincere offerings and heartfelt dedication lead to divine grace and spiritual fulfillment. It encourages individuals to engage in selfless devotion and surrender, recognizing it as a path to divine communion and ultimate spiritual realization. Chapter 9, verse 27, highlights the principle of selfless action and detachment in spiritual practice. Lord Krishna instructs Arjuna to perform all actions as offerings to him, without attachment to the results. This verse underscores the importance of dedicating one's efforts and actions to the divine, maintaining equanimity in success and failure. It encourages individuals to cultivate a mindset of detachment from personal desires and outcomes, focusing instead on selfless service and devotion, which leads to inner peace and spiritual advancement. Chapter 9, verse 28, emphasizes the principle of equality and impartiality in spiritual understanding. Lord Krishna explains that those who perceive him as equally present in all beings, whether in joy or sorrow, honor or dishonor, possess true wisdom. This verse underscores the importance of transcending dualities and recognizing the divine essence in everyone and everything. It encourages individuals to cultivate a balanced and unbiased perspective, fostering spiritual growth and a deeper connection with the universal consciousness. Chapter 9, verse 29, highlights the principle of selfless devotion and its transformative power. Lord Krishna explains that those who offer all their actions and lives to him with genuine love and devotion are freed from the cycle of birth and death. This verse underscores the importance of dedicating oneself completely to the divine, emphasizing that sincere devotion leads to liberation and spiritual transcendence. It encourages individuals to engage in selfless service and unwavering devotion, recognizing it as the path to ultimate spiritual liberation and union with the Supreme. Chapter 9, verse 30, emphasizes the universal nature of divine love and compassion. Lord Krishna assures that he accepts offerings from all beings, regardless of their social status or background, who worship him with devotion and sincerity. This verse underscores the inclusivity of divine grace, highlighting that genuine devotion and heartfelt worship are more significant than external factors. It encourages individuals to approach the divine with pure-hearted devotion and dedication, recognizing that sincere love and surrender lead to spiritual fulfillment and divine blessings. Chapter 9, verse 31, emphasizes the importance of righteous action and spiritual discipline. Lord Krishna instructs Arjuna to perform his duties according to his divine principles and teachings, emphasizing that adherence to righteousness leads to spiritual elevation and liberation. This verse underscores the significance of aligning one's actions with spiritual values and principles, highlighting that practicing righteousness with dedication and sincerity leads to inner purity and spiritual growth. It encourages individuals to cultivate a disciplined and virtuous life, recognizing it as essential for spiritual evolution and ultimate union with the divine. Chapter 9, verse 32, underscores the importance of surrendering all actions and endeavors to the divine. Lord Krishna assures that those who dedicate their lives to him and perform their duties with devotion are freed from the bondage of karma and attain liberation. This verse emphasizes the transformative power of surrender and devotion, highlighting that true liberation comes from dedicating all actions to the divine with unwavering faith and devotion. It encourages individuals to approach life with a spirit of surrender and devotion, recognizing it as the path to spiritual freedom and union with the Supreme. Chapter 9, verse 33, emphasizes the supremacy of knowledge and wisdom in spiritual life. Lord Krishna explains that those who possess true knowledge understand that all beings are part of him and are equally present within all manifestations of life. This verse underscores the importance of spiritual insight and understanding, highlighting that true wisdom leads to seeing the divine essence in everything and everyone. It encourages individuals to cultivate deep spiritual knowledge and perception, fostering a sense of unity and reverence towards the interconnectedness of all life forms. Chapter 9, verse 34, underscores the transformative power of devotion and surrender. Lord Krishna explains that those who worship him with exclusive devotion, dedicating their entire being to him, find fulfillment and spiritual liberation. This verse emphasizes the potency of sincere devotion and commitment to the divine, highlighting that wholehearted surrender leads to divine grace and ultimate spiritual realization. It encourages individuals to cultivate unwavering devotion and surrender to the divine, recognizing it as the path to profound spiritual fulfillment and union with the Supreme. In conclusion, Chapter 9 of the Bhagavad Gita is a profound exploration of the highest spiritual truths, presented in a manner that is both accessible and deeply inspiring. It emphasizes the supremacy of divine knowledge and devotion, offering a path to liberation that is open to all. Krishna's teachings in this chapter encourage seekers to transcend material attachments, embrace a life of pure devotion, and realize the divine presence within and around them, ultimately leading to eternal peace and liberation. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel for more videos.